Call this meeting of the Board of Public Works and Safety to order. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Proceed next. Roll call for Treasurer Aldrich.
Carol Traeger, present. Bill Bradshaw, present.
All right. Do next. We'll move next to reading minutes and approval. We should have the minutes from August 6, 2018. Any additions, subtractions, deletions, or amendments to be made to the set of minutes?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Moving next to claims. We have claims in the amount of $290,500.62. Any questions regarding the claims?
Yes.
Yeah.
Page one.
Page one.
Page one of accounts payable register. Do Dale and Mary Ann,
Yes.
this is for their service on the area plan, how come it's different? They don't get paid the same?
Where's Dale?
Right above Mary Ann.
Well, there is a $3 difference. There should not have been.
Dale got cheated out of $3.
Sure did.
Now, is that monthly, bi-monthly?
Actually, I subtracted all the paperwork that I copy for him all the time.
Oh, okay.
Because I usually don't charge him, so I just took it off.
So is that a monthly?
That's twice a year.
Oh, twice a year? Okay. There's one other question. Got to do with page 8. Overpayment from NDOT on first community crossings closeout.
Sure.
So they gave us more money than we asked for, and we came in under budget, under what we even asked for. So we returned, what was it, 105,000?
105,000.
We had to return it to them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dang, but we got it.
we got it, but we
Got it.
didn't, we didn't use it.
What they actually did was, what you submitted that you were gonna spend, they gave us extra money. Which at the time we said, why? Because we were only gonna spend so much. And granted, you could go over a little bit or come under a little bit, but they gave us that much too much. So in the end, no, you can't keep it, you gotta give it back. They're funny about that.
Okay, Carol.
I've got a question, just a question. What's the Warbird Training Center, went for $500, what is that? On page 7?
That was for the T6 Texan to appear at the airport fly-in.
Is that where the hot dogs went to?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, that was for both.
I didn't know he was in the hot dogs.
So we paid them to bring the, was it a plane or the helicopter?
The T6 Texan was a plane, so it's
We
a,
didn't have to pay for the helicopter?
no, they just showed up. And the hot dogs, all the queues was already there, and they had a bunch extra, free bought, so I can't remember. So we decided to give out free hot dogs there.
Good. Okay. I'm happy.
Any other questions?
I'm happy
All
to.
right.
I move we accept the claims.
Second?
Motion and a second to approve the claims in the amount of $290,500.62 with the one correction. Any additional discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Department heads, you want to give brief updates since I know you guys want to get out of here quick tonight. Mr. Van Sickle?
Yeah, don't have a whole lot going on, but the phosphorus building continues with engineering. I'm waiting to see something there so we can at least get some groundwork done. We still need to start something by September. I got a couple projects going on. I'm going to replace the sludge pump in the press building basement. And I'm having a new air unit put in the State Road 39 lift station. There's a panel there, and there's a air conditioner on the side of the panel. Came with the panel. Well, it burned out. Very expensive to change this, and I was told by the guys that were working on it, and they went to the manufacturer, that you're supposed to have 3-foot separation from the wall to the unit, and there's only 9 inches. So we're gonna go a different route. Instead of replacing that, putting it back in, I'm gonna have a unit put on the side of the building and blown in, and we'll use some fans to move it around. It's basically to keep the control panel cool. It's got 3 VFDs in there and they run really hot. A couple weeks ago I had a couple of alarms. When I got out there, nothing was going on, but that's what happened. So that'll be going on the next availability. I'm hoping in a couple weeks.
Thank you. Any questions for Superintendent Mansfield? Thank you, sir. Superintendent Myers?
As we've had in my past reports, we did replace the fire hydrant on North Street and Prince William and disconnected that old 2-inch line that was leaking all the time up Riley Road. We did that last week. Well 1 was replaced again last week. For some reason the motor burned up. Peerless has the motor right now that they sent to the manufacturer to see what went wrong. So,
You don't use that very much, do you?
no, we were using it, and we used it the day before, and the next day went out there to try to use it, and it burned up. So. They do have a 1-year warranty on them, but we're still waiting to hear back from the manufacturer. Obviously, the manufacturer's not going to tell us it was their fault, I'm sure, but it has been replaced, and we are in the process of taking samples to get them passed to have it back online.
Is well 3 online?
No. It's hooked up. We need to still pull samples on that and finish some of the telemetry and controls on it.
It's funds to do that, I mean, it's just a question of getting it done.
Yes, there's a little bit of stuff that Peerless has to do for the controls of it. We could run it manually if we had to underneath the citywide oil order, but we still have to pump test it and get it back to these samples to pass.
Is there a leak at the corner right there where Diane lives? You know where?
This valve, the lead packing's messed up in it. We gotta get it set just right and it'll stop leaking.
So you got that shut off now? That line shut off?
No, it's all on. The old 2 inches off.
That's what I mean.
Disconnected, yeah. But that valve's on an 8-inch.
No.
So in order to replace that, we got to do 2 8-inch valve insertions and cut it out. And you're talking over 10 grand probably to replace that valve. So.
But it'll stop leaking, you think?
Hope so. It has before.
I'll get you a map too, but we need for the Bacon Fest, we need water hookups. The jewelry store, the rock shop, and over by Shaw Insurance there.
Okay.
I'll get you a map for there too. But
Okay.
I think that's all we need from you.
Okay. Not a problem.
Anything else for Superintendent Myers?
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Superintendent Lyons?
I don't have a whole lot. We've lost all our summer help, so we're back to mowing and maintaining some parks, painting some restrooms, city park restroom. The outside of that, the inside of that, floor, install a couple new stools, ADA stools, so we need ADA. And besides the daily duties, I will also tell you that the cameras are all up with the exception of the one on the west side of Freedom Bridge and Blue Bridge. We're waiting on Duke to finalize what they need to do out there so the electrician can run power to interconnect the cameras.
So the east side's up?
The east side,
On Blue Bridge?
I have
I mean,
No,
Freedom Bridge, that should be up. I have to go back out there.
It's not connected, or is connected?
That one should be, because they grab power on that socket. Camera guy I know was in over the weekend, finishing some stuff up, and trailhead's done, so that's live and active, city rally, and that side of the bridge should be done out there also.
Have you checked the cameras and what they're, can you see? I mean,
Yeah, he showed me a couple times. I don't have a need to really open them up, until something happens. Police department will be in the morning meeting. I don't really have a need to be in there. I'll tell you, since we've got them, city department's quite quiet. Seems to have run a lot of people off. The ones that you don't necessarily need sitting around there, I guess, so.
is there any plan to periodic maintenance or periodic checking or of those?
Probably about as much plan as I had when I went and installed. I have no idea. I don't know. I imagine that's coming for me. I have no idea.
Is it something Steve could do once in a while, or
I
those guys
imagine.
could check? Just open the box and look and see every cameras are working?
Yeah, he's got the keys. I've got the keys. In fact, I've got to get the internal key for the inside box, which I think Chris said you have several, or
Yeah, those are just,
I think Steve's got a couple of those. I don't, not,
I got.
like I said, I'm not gonna be the guy checking the cameras. I mean, unless there's damage to our facility and we need to get in there and look and go back and look at some tape, even now, I'll call the police department because they're gonna require a police report anyway.
Well, I think they ought to be checked occasionally, maybe once a month or a couple times a month, just open it up, see what's,
Oh, I'm not
everything's
disputing.
working, and I don't see why they can't do that.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that at all. It's just, I never really thought about it, to be honest with you.
I have a question.
Sure.
The 2 trees on Market Street and Courthouse that you took out that were dead, what's the plans for replacing those? And
Hadn't
also,
got there yet either.
huh?
Hadn't got there yet either.
Okay, but they will be in by this fall, you think?
I can't tell you. It just depends on my schedule.
Okay, but there's another one in front of the RMC building that's,
I don't even know what kind of trees those were. I'll have to go back and see if I got,
but there's another dead one too.
and I'll pull that too. A lot of that stuff didn't do really good out there. I've tried to replace.
Possibility this fall would be.
I'm not gonna promise you anything because I don't want you mad at me. You're gonna say, Eric, you told me you would.
No, I won't.
No, it's on my list of things to look at. I don't know what kind of trees those were. So I need to go back and see if anything,
Plain sets.
see if the plant sets call out particular trees in particular areas. I don't know if we necessarily want to go back, but yet we don't want a tree that's gonna destroy anything either. So I need to figure out what they were. Because most of those trees were sidewalk friendly / downtown friendly in the aspect of pollution and just different
Yeah.
things, so.
Where were the 2 that?
On Market
Both
Street.
on Market.
On Market, and there's another one on, in front of the
West
RMC
side.
building that's died.
So you got the southeast corner there by the office tower,
Mhm.
and then over by your office.
There's another one right over here that's partially dead too.
Over where?
Just right across the street in between, like the restaurant and the telephone company, right there.
I've also got a few junipers. I got some sort of juniper bushes. I gotta figure out what they were. I've got 2 different species home, neither one of them are right. So they both went back to Bennett's. I don't know what they were, so I gotta pull that out and see what the list is. So, but yes, they're, realistically, those can be installed, so. I just gotta figure out what they are.
All right, thank you.
There's no cook-off, so we're not using Market Street.
Okay.
So the footprint will be basically the same, and I'll give you and Craig a map tomorrow, show everything. I think Steve was talking about the barricades and stuff like that. I'm sure he's probably talked to you about that. The concrete barricades.
Kind of, sort of.
I think he wants more than we probably really need. So if you can hold him down on that a little bit, that.
Well, what'll happen is we'll bring them up and we'll put them somewhere. Will you have your fork truck up there again this year? I know last year we were getting too close and you had trouble getting things in, so what we'll probably do is at least get them somewhat close to where you need them, and then you might have to move them to a fork truck once fence and everybody's set up, and And then what'll happen is we'll come in Sunday morning and remove all that from the downtown, so.
We can push them out of the way probably Saturday night.
And I think that's what you did last year, you pushed them out of the way, so that traffic and everything can get through, and then we'll come in and pick them up in the morning.
We plan to set up on Friday. Now, the electric will be set up on Thursday. Okay, but that'll be on the sidewalk, so it shouldn't interfere anything. We'll set up on Friday, and we're gonna ask nobody to bring any trailers or anything in until 6 o'clock, but they probably will.
Is that what you want, barricades?
Yeah, we want the
6 o'clock.
barricades, by.
The barricades and the concrete.
We'll have the fencing up except for the places we need to get in and out of. And say, I'll show you the map, and it's the same footprint we used last.
Okay.
Anything else for Superintendent Lines? You may as well stay up here, Aaron. We'll go ahead and we'll get to board meeting times after this, but we've got a proposal for benches and tables at O'Bear and Riley Parks. You wanna tell us what we're getting?
I believe you guys have those.
Yes.
Did I give you the pictures too?
What's that?
Did I give you the pictures of those too?
I didn't print them off if you did.
These are the tables. This would be the matching bench. And this is, other than the color and the feet, this is what would be going out at O'Bear. So those are, that's Riley.
Where's the color of O'Bear's?
We're gonna put a concrete slab out there. Build a little sitting area out there.
Like in the grassy
We're
area.
gonna be in the grassy area, and then one of those tables, we took some of the old pavers that we took out of Riley, the old brick pathway, and we saved those. So we had some of those repurposed, and we built a little 10x10 patio out of there. We're gonna stick one of those picnic tables on it. And those picnic tables are made out of concrete, and they're heavy, so they can't be lifted.
They're virtually indestructible.
Pretty much.
Virtually.
Pretty much. They said if they get graffiti on them, you take some acetone, wipe that stuff off. They said the worst case scenario, you would sand it down and just reseal it. But they're very heavy, they're 1,100 or 1,200 pounds, so they can't be lifted, moved all the way. And low maintenance, obviously. Go out and close them off every once in a while. You should get a lifetime of use out of this.
The plan is to hopefully add some more or replace some of the old ones in the coming years.
Yep.
And using the same style of table and bench.
Where do these go?
Those,
That goes to O'Bear.
well, one of those goes to O'Bear, one of the tables, and the rest will go in Riley.
Yes,
So you got-
yes.
Where are you gonna put them in Riley?
That's
Is it out in the grass someplace?
undecided. If they go out in the grass, eventually we'd even like to replace them in the Lions shelter too. We have a bunch of wooden old tables in there too that need to be replaced. But if those go out in the yard, those would be set on small concrete slabs also. So that,
they'll be near the playground?
there could be one near the playground, there could be one near Boy Scout camp. They're kind of just scattered all over. They
Oh.
always get moved. There's
These won't move?
these won't move. These will be fixed
Okay.
in the aspect that they're 11 or 12 pounds. So, and then we'll put them on concrete slabs so that when people are sitting there, you don't get the typical dirt and weeds below a picnic table. And then we can mow right up against it. And we whack
Both
it.
benches go to Riley too, the concrete ones? go to
Yes, the
Riley?
concrete benches will go in the Riley right off the parking lot.
And the
those
black ones go to O'Bear? The black ones go to?
The metal ones
Yeah.
go to O'Bear, correct. The ones at Riley will match the same color as the tables.
And you've got how much left in Parks and, or? What was it?
I didn't bring that paper. After we pay, right around 12,000 after I pay Chris for the block and production.
Just off the subject, but did we get some extra trash cans for the square yet or no? Did that
No,
get
that's a
worked in?
discussion.
We didn't get any?
Well,
Budget?
we got $7,500 for landscaping hard and soft, so that's mulch, that's could be trash cans, but I was thinking this year that actually we could take some money out of the sidewalks line item for trash cans downtown. So we just have to figure out, I need to find the website for the ones that we have out there right now. I'm supposed to look into that. So do we have any other discussion on?
You need a motion to
Yeah.
purchase these?
And it's $8,776.56. So yes, please.
I move that we approve the Summit Supply Corporation of Colorado for the benches and seats for the parks.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the contract with Summit Supply Corporation of Colorado for $8,776.56 for tables and benches. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Go next to storm sewers, printing the lines.
So before you are two proposals. Up on Wabash Street from Summit to Vine, there's an old storm line in there. And it's tied to two old brick catch basins. And we've fixed that line probably 4 or 5 times over the course of my time. It's an old clay tile, and it continues to collapse.
It runs from Vine to Summit.
Correct. Correct. So the proposals before you is to take care of that line, get it replaced, add a few new structures, and then go ahead, and that road's also in bad shape, to go ahead and pave it afterwards and get it all cleaned up and buttoned up.
Is that gonna screw up the school buses or?
Well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. The goal was to have obviously that done during the summer, and that didn't happen, so. Now, I'm not saying that it can't be done, but it'll be a little harder for them. They'll have some more rush hour issues.
They can come in the other way too.
They can come in the other way. Both contractors know that. So,
Are both of these proposals the same, and did they accomplish everything we want?
yes, they're saying no
Because they're not the same.
difference. They inevitably, one's approach is to go out in the roadway. The other approach is to chase the old storm line. So in a nutshell, what you have is we're accomplishing the same thing. We're getting from point A to point B. They've taken a different approach to get there. There's about $1,700 difference between the two quotes. The F&K one includes all the dirt work and everything. Milestones excluded that. So Milestone excluded any dirt work, any concrete work, any seeding, which we're going to have. We're going to have, because they got to tear in the sidewalk and some of those old structures, so there's curb. So there's an additional cost there.
From the one, it shows that they're doing something out in the middle of Summit, and the other one shows nothing in the middle of Summit. Is that where the
F&K's proposal is 3 structures, A, B, and C. With this being in full depth, getting this one to drain. F&K says they can't get there from there by doing that. Milestone felt they could. So Milestone's, their artwork actually doesn't replicate what they had planned on doing.
So, in terms of dollar difference between the two proposals,
What'd you say?
F&K offers more stuff, Milestone has less stuff. It's all the stuff that Milestone, or the F&K offers, the stuff we need done. And if we don't do it, if we give it to Milestone, we're still gonna have to do more stuff.
Correct. I'll still have to pay for some more concrete. I'll have to either.
Conversationally, how much more is that gonna be? I mean,
I didn't get time to measure it up. It
Something
it
like
really depends on
17.
what they destroy. I mean, they might take a different approach than me. I know that I've got to typically put it back myself, and we got to do dirt work, so I tread lightly, but that's not always the case with the contractor that's coming in, knowing they don't have to. So it really depends.
did they operate off the same spec?
Yes, I copied and pasted and gave it to them, but inevitably, unless
I
you
mean,
sit,
don't do
once you want to get an engineer involved and you start bidding things, then they inevitably, everyone's got a better idea of how to do it.
But, and they didn't take exception to anything? you have a recommendation?
I work well with either one, but I guess at this point, F and K's is probably a little more all-inclusive. I know $1,700 more, but it's pretty much a turnkey
Yeah, but
project.
if they're not doing all the work,
Yeah.
then that's a whole different deal.
You know, we work great with both contractors, so.
So FK would do all the sodding and seeding and everything, or milestone?
And they do all the hard surface areas too. So we'll do, there's one driveway that we'll go through, we'll replace that. Any curb out by the structures that they destroyed or any sidewalk, which they're gonna get into, they're gonna replace.
Okay.
So you see that as a more
I see it.
turnkey, complete job when
I
it's
do.
done, pretty well done.
Yeah, I do.
I would move to award the contract to F&K for $91,160.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Superintendent Lyons. And department heads, while we have you here, city council is going to keep their meetings at 7 p.m. You guys have a preference as to when we have our board meetings? We're going to keep them both of them at the same time throughout the month. Even I guess this one, which is on the third week, just because, well, I guess we don't have to do that, but that would be my preference.
Your choice is 4:30 or 6.
Why, it's 4:30 or 6?
Well, I know they won't pick 4:30, so.
Or 6:15?
Yeah, I would go for 6:15. That way, because it doesn't take us, we're usually half an hour, 45 minutes at the most. So
Just have to talk
6:15
faster if we go.
would put you guys closer to the council meetings. Is that a problem? Or 4:30 if you want.
4:30 works.
He's still working at 4:30, huh? Then you can go home, have a toddy, and then come back to the.
Yeah, Toddy, yeah.
Clerk treasurer, I'll just
Can't get
give a
that in
preference.
writing.
If we do 6:15, does that give you enough time to get ready between meetings?
Well, technically, I'm supposed to already be ready.
Yeah, but I know I'm not ready either.
So if you want 6?
I think 6:15 would work.
We can always
Fine with that.
change it if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Department heads, would you be fine with 6:15?
Yeah, Mr. Myers. I prefer the council meeting to be moved up, but.
Yeah.
So,
I think that makes more
that
sense.
didn't happen, so.
That's just my
Well, I'm
opinion.
not too sure you shouldn't go back.
But it used to be before
I agree
7,
with you.
wasn't it?
Dick agrees. Speak up, so I'm just
Oh,
not
that's,
doing
no, that's fine.
You think the council meeting should be moved up to 6?
I thought the council had already kind of said their piece, and
Can we go back to the council?
they were all worried about people not getting off work or something, so. I could always bring in more chairs.
Ms. Love,
Yes,
how does the paper feel?
does it matter?
Yeah?
I think it's silly for the council to meet at 7 o'clock, to wait that long. I think it's silly to pay the employees to wait around. And I don't think that they should have to go home and come back either.
We can only do what we can do.
I know, and that's unfortunate.
Do we want to try to go back to them?
Yes.
I said we. It takes more than one.
I said my yes.
Anybody else that wants to go back to the council and strongly urge them to reconsider? All right, we got more than enough, so.
We're gonna stay at 5:30 and.
At this point, we will stay at 5:30 until next month.
It actually makes more sense to do it that way.
Yes.
Because if we give in, they'll say, well, you already changed yours.
We will stay at 5:30 for this month.
Thank you for your support, Dan.
You're welcome.
You want to write a letter of support?
Am I go? Or is that like an editorial?
Sure, why not?
All right, we will approach that with the council September 4th. The only other item of business, and I printed it on the second agenda, but I forgot about it on the first agenda. And I can bring it up.
I can walk now, that's okay.
You wanna be on camera?
So, the community center, we're getting requests for rentals. We're not gonna rent it out until the parking lot is complete. But people could still start booking it for events next year or over Christmas. And I didn't do research on what other community centers around the county, what their rates are. And I don't know if anybody, department heads or members of the public, member of the public, have any ideas of what other community centers go for around the county. But this is just our rate structure for what we currently rent out. I don't know if you guys have any ideas or discussion, or if you want to look and see what, say, like Rock Creek Community Center and, I think Deer Creek's got one over there. That's Rock Creek. Burlington has one, don't they? I don't know if Camden, do they charge for that?
It never charges me, but I don't know what they do to the regular public. I don't
So,
know.
I guess I would rather get all that information.
They're not gonna have the parking lot down for a little while. Let's do some research and come back. It's a different facility than all of these that
Yes.
we have right now, so.
Yes. It has a beautiful kitchen in it that I would hate to see it abused.
I would say a bigger deposit and higher food.
I can have Marilyn call around and just see what the rates are. And we can discuss that September 4th. Sound like a plan to you guys?
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't have anything further. Clerk Treasurer Aldridge, you got anything?
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Public department heads,
I'm good, thank you.
board members.
You got anything, future business and announcements?
I need to reach out to Chris Mullen. He was supposed to come to a meeting a month or two ago. Didn't come. We will have a meeting next Monday at the Common Council will have a meeting next Monday at 5:30. I think it'll probably be down in the old fire station. And I'm expecting we'll probably get quite a few people for the approval of the preliminary engineering report, then introduction of the bond ordinance, and some other items for discussion.
What time?
5:30.